you very much. I'd like to. There needs to be a solution to Darfur. The problem is the government in Khartoum, not the alliance where it comes to Darfur. I don't know if people are prepared to support sanctions. The UN Security Council made very clear that there will be next steps if the if the Sudanese government has not acted to deal with the Janjaweed and to deal with the threat to the populations of the West. And so I suspect that if they do not act within the 30 days that they were granted, that people will be prepared to look at what those next steps ought to be, and nothing's off the table. So yes, we've had very good cooperation.
That John Bolton has enunciated this week to try to isolate, to try to get this question in my head before you got to Iraq.
Stages of democratic development. And if I could say one thing to all of us in the United States of America who live in a democracy that is 230 years old, it is that we need to be both more patient with people who are making these early steps, less critical of every twist and turn, less certain that every up and down is going to collapse the process, and more humble about how long it has taken us to get to a multi-ethnic democracy that works. And I will tell you one thing, to this point.
And the United States government, will your administration be ready to open such a dialogue?
Well, we have as you say, a very good. Yes, the Israelis have obligations, and the Israelis need to act on those obligations because they need to end the occupation that began in 1967. But the Palestinians have got to give them somebody to work with, and they've got to embrace a leadership that does not believe that terrorism is a means to an end, and they have got to embrace a leadership that believes that democracy and transparency and good government is deserved, that the Palestinians also deserve good government and democracy and transparency, and that's what we believe.